your eyes down, but I know there's always a way. From sunrise till dawn, I'll be here waiting. From sunrise till dawn, I'll never stop. I'll fix you up, make everything much smoother again. I'll fix you up, from sunrise till dawn, my friend. I'll fix you up, with these hands and heart so true. I'll fix you up, Daniel, I'll fix you up. The connections might be tangled, the power source has lost its spark, but every wire tells a story, and I can mend what's torn apart. From sunrise till dawn, I'll be here waiting. From sunrise till dawn, I'll never stop. I'll fix you up, make everything run smooth again. I'll fix you up, from sunrise till dawn, my friend. I'll fix you up, with these hands and heart so true. I'll fix you up, Daniel, I'll fix you up. When the current isn't flowing, when the signals disappear, I'll be here with tools and patience, make the static crystal clear. Every cable, every circuit, every problem that you bring, I'll restore what time has broken, make the whole world sing. So don't you worry about tomorrow, don't you stress about today. I've got maintenance for your troubles, and I'll chase them all away. I'll fix you up, make everything run smooth again. I'll fix you up, from sunrise till dawn, my friend. I'll fix you up, with these hands and heart so true. I'll fix you up, Daniel, I'll fix you up. Hey, Daniel, everything's good as new. Hey, Daniel, I fix you up for you.
Well, welcome to the show. Today it's Judge Mcnally. I like all these judges. I have respect for all these judges. And I'm working on Judge Elizabeth DeSanto right now. So that's something that probably be done tonight. Like I said, I don't sit behind the scenes and don't do anything. I mean, you're actually looking and trying to collect content. But here we go. We'll get this started. So let's share screen. Judge Mcnally. Make this bigger.
Your client pled guilty, it appears, to charged with assault, resist, and obstruct an officer. And he pled to attempt, which is a 1 year. The 2 year was dismissed. And then he also pled to disorderly person to set forth in count 2. He was referred for a pre-sentence report. Have you had the chance to review the report with your client? Are there any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
I have reviewed it with Mr. Horn. No additions, corrections, or deletions to the report.
All right. Is there anything that you would like to say on his behalf?
Your Honor, it looks like it's a fair recommendation. I would ask the court to adopt it.
Wait, what's this box?
Mr. Horn, anything you would like to say?
Yes, Your Honor. I understand by the looks of my record that, you know, my prior behalfs in this courtroom, not just this courtroom, but other courtrooms, that doesn't look very well on me. But I have been doing a lot better, Your Honor. These actions of mine on this offense, they don't define me. I've been doing a lot better. I've been clean and sober, Your Honor. The day of this incident was the day that my grandmother had died, and I made a couple wrong decisions and took a couple steps back, Your Honor, and I'm just looking to take those steps forward to get back to where I was, not to be who I used to be.
You're 28?
Yes, Your Honor. I've been doing the best that I can. I lost my parents at a very young age, and it's been tough, and I've been fighting through it. But I'm not trying to make excuses for any of my actions, and I know my actions have consequences, and I'm here to accept that.
Who do you live with?
I live with my adopted mom, my legal guardian, my legal mother. She adopted me at the age of 9 years old, Your Honor.
I mean, you're just getting yourself in more and more trouble. I'm really sorry about your grandmother, but you cannot keep doing this. I mean, you're attempting to kick a police officer. You drank alcohol again. I would have thought you would have stopped after these other two. I'm just telling you, you get another one in your life, it's a felony, and your life as you know it will be over. Counsel, have you seen his AA recovery? His AA NA steps?
I have not.
Well, I need to see him. Mr. Horn, let me see your AA sheets. You're going to have to hold them up to the camera.
Your Honor, I wasn't given a sheet to fill out. I've been going to the Alamo Club on Dick's in Council in Lincoln Park, and I also have been going online just because it's hard for me to get around, being that I don't have a license, and I have 4 kids that I care for, and I'm present in their lives every single day, Your Honor. So it's a little complicated for me to just be able to get around, but I have been attending as much as I can.
Well, that's not going to be good enough. I'm telling you, that's not going to be good enough. You were ordered by Judge Heston to go 3 times per week, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why haven't you been going 3 times a week? Why don't you have any proof of this?
I apologize for not having the proof of evidence of it, sir, but I promise you I have been going. All I have is my word at the moment on that, Your Honor. I apologize.
You've been testing?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you're still on the sober link?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there anything else anybody wants to say here? Mr. Ambrose, anything else?
No, thank you.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yeah.
I was supposed to test this morning, but I had to be here on Zoom with you, so I wasn't able to make it, and I do have to work today. I was wondering if there was any way I can get some type of leeway to be able to go tomorrow morning.
Wait a minute. What time does you go? You tested DNA?
Yes, Your Honor.
They open at 6:30 in the morning.
I understand, but for me to get there, at 7, I didn't have a way, Your Honor. I had no way to be able to get there. I had no way to be able to get home post that. It's hard for me to get around. My kids are here. It's hard for me to just get around. I can't Uber with my kids. I understand Uber is an option, and also financially, it's not a big option for me at the moment. I pay a lot in child support, and I don't make a lot of money.
This robotic puppy looks so real, it completely fooled my neighbor who's a veterinarian.
Well, the child support, there are guidelines in accordance with how much money you make. So if your income went down, go back and talk to the friend of the court, referee, or judge, or what have you.
I'm waiting on I'm waiting on them to get back to me on a court date, Your Honor.
All right, so I don't want to be negative, but right now I'm just telling you, I don't think you're going to make it through probation. I'm going to give you a chance. If you don't, there's going to be a consequence to pay. You're looking at a 1-year misdemeanor. 15 months probation. These terms will run concurrent. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. If you change your address, your place of employment, or home telephone number, you have to notify probation. You have to report as directed. No alcohol. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume alcohol or illegal controlled substances. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume marijuana either. Kratom poppy seeds and CBD oils are prohibited. Consuming food or other items containing those substances will be deemed a violation. Now, I'm going to order chemical testing, PBTs, and ETGs. I'll go along with this somewhat reluctantly bi-weekly for 4 months. If you're clean, I'll make it monthly. Defendant to remain on SoberLink device until May 1. It remain on the SoberLink device until May 1. You are, and again, all of these terms are concurrent. You are to attend personal counseling. You attend personal counseling as recommended, and that will be at the Guidance Center. And you're to attend AANA 3 times a week until you're in outpatient treatment. And I want you to listen to me very carefully. I won't make you go in light of what you said. But on each state that you watch, you need to identify the date. You need to identify what was discussed. I don't want any names in there. And you need to prepare that and have the date, what was discussed, and where the meeting was on a sheet of paper. And you have to have some 3 or 4 sentences as to what was discussed. That will satisfy that. You're going to go to AANA at least 3 times a week until you're in outpatient treatment. I'm going to order outpatient treatment. Once you get in outpatient treatment, you no longer have to attend AA or NA. Now, you did not, you were in custody for a day, is that true? Or 2 days?
2 days.
All right. I just feel like you need to wake up. You need to wake up.
I was awake, Your Honor, and I lost my way that day, and I took a couple steps back, and I'm ready to jump forward back to where I was. I was doing great. I was on a good path, a sober path. I was saving money. I was with my kids. I had my family, and these actions, I have lost all of that, Your Honor. I have already lost everything close to me, and I'm just trying to work on getting everything back in order.
All right, well, here's what I'm doing. You're to remain on the SoberLink, as I said, until May 1. You're going to go to AANA or any 12-step recovery program 3 times a week until you're in outpatient. Once you get in outpatient, you can stop going to AANA. You remain on the SoberLink device, as I said, until May 1. I'm going to order 7 days jail credit to serve 5, and I'll let you serve those by way of court work program. You're going to do 5 days on the court work program. There's a $35 a day charge for that, bringing the total to $175. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, in terms of fines and costs, I'm going to go pretty light on the one case I'm talking about on the disorderly. 100 fines, 100 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment. That's 3 1/4 or 90 days. All your fines and common costs, like screening fee, will go on the attempt R&O. So that's a $60 screening fee on that case, fines 100 on that case, cost 200 on that case, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. That's 485. Probation fees are 300 for 785. And then you have 175 in court costs. Everything included amounts to $960, or 1 year in jail if you violate. You have 21 days to appeal, 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. Your total here, including everything, is $1,285. Can you pay all of that today? And by the way, you may be eligible for early discharge if you get everything done and stay out of trouble. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
After half the time. How much can you pay today?
I don't have any money, Your Honor.
Well, you're gonna have to set up a payment plan. Tell me how much.
Today, I don't. I have $2 to my name right now, Your Honor.
You're misunderstanding. Just tell me how much you can pay weekly going forward.
I get paid bi-weekly, and honestly, Your Honor, it's probably going to take me the whole entire 15 months to pay off that $1,200.
You're going to have to listen to me. I need you to tell me how much you think you can afford bi-weekly. When is your next?
It's that time again. Wayfair's Black Friday.
When do you get paid next?
The 4th of April.
You pay $25 bi-weekly beginning April the 7th. You're going to pay that on the disorderly, and then you're going to pay after fines and costs on the attempt R&O. You're going to pay on the R&O after you pay the disorderly, and all money is due. All money on these cases is due because you're not going to get there only paying $50 by week or $50 a month. So all money is due.
Your Honor, if I may, I said
Just
125.
Are you sure you can pay 125?
Bi-weekly, yeah. I'll figure it out and I can make it happen.
All right, okay. 125 bi-weekly beginning April the 7th on the disorderly, and then you're gonna pay 125 after fines costs paid on the other case, the attempt R&O. I wish you well. You have 21 days to appeal, 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. Mr. Ambrose, anything else, sir?
No, I appreciate your indulgence, Your Honor.
Have a good day. Mr. Horn, you seem like a nice kid. You gotta act like one. Don't act like a criminal anymore, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Good luck. I wish you well. Thanks, Mr. Ambrose. Have a good day.
You too. Take care.
Both of you. Jacob Duso. Jacob Anthony Duso, 25M497-849. All right. Mr. Duso. Trooper Bear, your name?
Hey, good morning, Your Honor. Trooper Byer, Michigan State Police.
Mr. Duso, there you go. Your name, sir?
Jacob Duso.
All right. I don't know if you, he lives in Riverview. I don't have a traffic record here, Lisa. Can you print one out down here? Did you look at his traffic record, Trooper?
I did, Your Honor. He has nothing previous on his record.
Okay. No, don't worry about it, Lisa. Do you want to offer him something impeding?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You want to plead to that, Mr. Duso?
Impeding, what would impeding,
0 points. It's going to result in a fine. That's it. It's not going to go on
okay,
your record.
that's perfect.
All right. To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
All right. I'm going to accept the plea, dismiss the speeding. Slow down though, please. 150 is your total. Can you pay that today?
Yes, I should be able to pay that today, Your Honor.
You go on 33court.com if you want to save yourself a trip over here. All right.
Okay, thank you so much.
Trooper, do you have any others or is that it?
No, Your Honor, just the one today.
What time was that scheduled? 9?
9 o'clock, yep.
Not bad. All right. You're out in 5 minutes. Have a good day.
All right.
Thank you.
You too,
Good
Your
luck,
Honor. Thank
Mr.
you.
Duso.
Have a great
Thank
day,
you.
Your Honor.
2. Tyarius Trevante Bryant, 24B7163541.
Good morning, Your Honor. Max Manugian, P76341, appearing on behalf of Tyarius Bryant, Your Honor. He has sent me a screenshot showing that he's in the waiting room. I don't see him in here right now.
All right, we'll get him in here. Give us a second, okay? Please, there you go. Your name?
Tyarius Bryant.
All right, Mr. Manoogian.
Your Honor, today's date and time set for a probable cause conference. Mr. Bryant understands his right to a preliminary examination, his right to hold that examination within 21 days of his arraignment. However, at this time, he wishes to waive that right and have this case bound over to the circuit court.
Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
As your lawyer said, you do have the right to a preliminary exam on these charges. Actually, you're charged with, I believe, just one count. Let me just double check that, please. Yes, one count of stealing or retaining without consent a financial transaction device. That's a 4-year felony. You have the right to an exam. At the exam, the people would have to show that the crime was committed and that you were the one who probably committed the crime. If you waive your right to an exam, you will automatically be bound over for further proceedings to the Wayne County Circuit Court. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anybody force you to give up your right to a preliminary exam?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to accept the waiver. I find the waiver has been made voluntarily and understandingly. You're bound over for further proceedings to the Criminal Justice Center, April 8th at 9. April 8th at 9. Bond is $3,000 personal. And that was personal, right? Lisa, Judge Kirsten didn't write cash or anything. Is it personal?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, personal.
All right, so that bond is continued. April 8th will be your court date. You still have a pretrial here, I believe, sir. So you're going to have to stay right there. Why didn't you should have come in for your misdemeanor. Let me just double check something here. Can you give me that file or give me the, yeah, you have a pretrial. So April, I don't mean to keep you, Mr. Manoogian. I'm going to set that for April the 8th. And that will be arraignment on the information, but I do want you to understand your client also has here another charge, a pretrial, it says for B&E. So I don't know, it must just be a misdemeanor. So it is just a
I'm
misdemeanor.
appointed on the felony case, so
I understand. I just wanted you to be aware, and you need to stay there, Mr. Bryant. We're going to set you up with a court-appointed lawyer, okay?
Okay.
He has Mr. Carmen on that case.
Okay, yes, Mr. Carmen. So you'll be talking to Mr. Carmen. I just want you to be aware you have that pending and don't leave until you resolve it. Detective, anything else on this case from you? Your name?
No, good morning, Your Honor. Crystal Toulas, Brownstown Police Department. No, Your Honor, thank you.
Have a good day. Thank you very much. And good luck, Mr. Bryant, but stay here. Thank you. Thanks, Mr. Manoogian.
thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Garcia Roscoe. Luis Alonso Garcia Roscoe, 25B700769. Good morning, Ms. Aycock. Your name?
Good morning, Your Honor. Leslie Aycock on behalf of the defendant who's present to my right. Can you please state your name for the court?
Luis Garcia Orozco.
Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Aycock. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Today's the date and time actually set for the preliminary examination. When we were here last time, we had indicated to the court that it would most likely be a waiver. We just needed some additional time to go through a few things. In fact, we have done that, met with the prosecuting official this morning. It in fact is a waiver. I have explained to my client that he has a right to hold this examination and that the people would have to present probable cause regarding this matter. And knowing that, he wishes to waive his right to the exam, and he understands he will be bound over to Wayne County Circuit Court for further proceedings. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, so sir, you're charged with operating while intoxicated, third offense, and then they've got the super drunk third offense notice as well. I want you to understand you have the right to an exam on these charges. By waiving your right to an exam, you're waiving the requirement that the people show that the crimes were committed and that you were the one who probably committed the crimes, and you'll automatically be bound over for further proceedings to the Wayne County Circuit Court. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Anybody force you to give up your right to a preliminary exam?
No.
All right, you still wish to do that?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and accept the waiver. I find the waiver's been made voluntarily and understandingly. All other bond conditions are continued. Has he been going to NA 3 times a week? Have you seen that, Ms.?
He has, Your Honor, and he has shown me proof of that.
Okay, good enough. So April 8th at 9, all other bond conditions are continued. I wish you well. Thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you, Your
Thank
Honor.
you.
Have a good day.
Thanks. You too. All right, people against Sorrell, Gregory Lynn Sorrell, 25W 704779.
Good morning, Judge Dion Patillo, P 82378 on behalf of Mr. Sorrell. He should be present on Zoom.
Know it by now.
Say it again.
You know it by now, Greg Will Sorrell.
All right, so your lawyer tells me you wish to waive your right to a preliminary exam. Is that right?
That's right.
You're charged with assault, resisting, obstructing an officer causing injury. There is a disorderly person is count 2. That's a misdemeanor. And then you have a habitual second, meaning if it's proven you have the prior felony and you're convicted here, you could get 1.5 times the max or 6 years. By waiving your right to an examination, you're waiving the requirement that the people show that the crime was committed and that you were the one who probably committed the crime, and you'll automatically be bound over for further proceedings on the charges contained in the complaint and warrant. You understand that?
Yeah, I know. I'll be bound over down here to the circuit court down here. Good.
All right. Do you wish to waive that right?
Of course.
Anybody force you to do that?
No.
Waivers accepted. You're bound over for further proceedings to the circuit court. The AOI date will be April 1 of 25 at 9 a.m. I'm going to go ahead and continue the bond. All other bond conditions are continued. April 1, sir. 25,000, 10% with those bond conditions. I wish you well. Good luck. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
All right, Kevin James Stewart Jr. 25B 705766. Good morning, Mr. Sharg. Your appearance. Mr. Stewart, your name?
Kevin Stewart.
All right, your lawyer seems to be frozen here, so let's give him a minute, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Mr.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Yes, good nice to see you this morning, Your Honor.
You too. Your appearance?
Sharg on behalf of Mr. Stewart.
I started to pick that up, but you're going to have to go somewhere else. You're frozen, and I'm getting every other word here.
Can you hear me better now?
Maybe it's your connection because of where you are.
Mr. Stewart. Yeah, can you hear me better, Your Honor?
Yeah, there you go. Your name again?
Stephen Sharg on behalf of Mr. Stewart.
All right, so Mr. Stewart stated his appearance. I have a request for an adjournment. I don't have a problem, but I'm coming to the end of my state docket. So I'll give you a week for probable cause conference, and then we're going to do the exam on the 8th.
Sounds
okay,
great, Judge.
You're available those dates? All right, Mr. Stewart, you have the right to a probable cause conference within 14 days. At that probable cause conference, your lawyer will discuss the case with the prosecutor. You have the right to one within 14 days. He's asking for an adjournment. I'm prepared to grant it. But if I do that, that means the probable cause conference will not take place within 14 days of the date of the arraignment. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you wish to waive that right?
No, Your Honor.
You want probable cause?
I want to adjourn like the lawyer has requested.
Okay, so you do waive your right to a probable cause conference within 14 days, correct?
Correct.
Anybody force you to give up that right?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I'll accept the waiver, I'll accept the waiver, adjourn the case. April 1, what time? I had it scheduled for 10:30 for next week, Lisa, and then April the 8th, we're going to do the exam. Can you give me time? Should I still keep it at 10:30, or you want me to move the PCC earlier next week? It's up to you.
April 1st at 9 and then April 8th at 10:30.
Good with you, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, 9 o'clock next week, April 1st.
And you can zoom in. Obviously, the exam on the 8th at 10:30 will be in person. So
okay.
April 1st at 9, sir, Mr. Stewart. April 8th at 10:30 will be the exam. Anything else, Mr. Shard?
No, thank you, Judge. Great to see you again. Take care.
You too. Have a great day. Thank you. Good luck, Mr. Stewart. We'll see you next week. Can I have Wyke, Joseph Lloyd Wyke? 25 let me see. 24T642875, A and B. Your name?
Good morning, Your Honor. Joseph Lloyd Week.
Have you made any payments?
I have not yet. I just started working last week. I had orientation and my training days, and this will be my first full week there.
All right, well, you did the right thing coming in. I mean,
I was supposed to come in Friday.
I know.
Yeah, but I had training and orientation and it lined up perfectly with your
When
hours.
can you pay the civil infraction that $175, the speeding? Tell me when you can, how long do you need?
Give me like 3 weeks. No, I don't need a full month.
You pay this by April the 21st, okay?
Yep. Yes, sir.
And then the other one, you're supposed to pay 65 bi-weekly.
Yep, after that.
So I'll say this. Defendant to pay 65 bi-weekly.
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube, and the YouTube
beginning May 5th. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
If you need more time, no problem. Come
Well,
on.
I shouldn't now.
Well, it's just amazing. I tell everybody this. And it's so rare when somebody takes advantage of it. I tell everybody it's not that big of a deal. It's okay. You're all set. Good luck.
Thank you,
Do the
Your Honor.
right thing. Justin Edward Horn, 240-703-5751. Good morning, sir. Your name?
Justin Horn.
Good morning, Ms. Bates.
And good morning, Your Honor. Melanie Bates, P76080, appearing on behalf of Justin Horn, who is present.
And Detective Cerna, I believe that you are on this one. Is that accurate, or is it? No, it's Detective Bisprini. I need your name, sir. All right. Detective Davis, your name.
Detective Davis, Woodhaven PD, but Detective Sergeant Vespremi just stepped out of the office. I assume
That's fine. I just need you to convey that. I just need you to convey the date that we're going to give him for the exam. Okay. What date do we want to do? This is Mr. Mohammed's case, right? So we have to set it on a Tuesday. What
Yes.
do you got for me?
He said whatever date is fine with him. I think that we really just need to know how long the federal custody, how long they need to provide him.
Do you have any idea, Lisa?
No, but it took me 4 days and multiple emails just to get the approval for Zoom.
How about if I do it in 3 weeks?
Okay, the 15th.
Is that good?
Yep, 10:30.
We'll do it the 15th, Ms. Bates, at 10:30. Either that or good.
I have an exam scheduled at 11 in Lincoln Park.
Where?
In Lincoln Park on the 15th. So I can
Tell you what, we'll make it at 1. How's that?
That'll work.
Is that good, Lisa? For me?
Yeah. Yes, that works.
April 15th at 1 o'clock. I wish you well, sir. We'll see you here. Thanks, Ms. Bates. Have a good day. And we'll see everybody on the 15th. Thank you. Thanks, Detective. John Patrick Geftos, 25W704775. Where's Mr. Geftos?
It's on Zoom, Your Honor.
Mr. Geftos, your name?
Yes, sir. Johnny Geftos. Michael A. Carmen, P73824, on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor.
I don't know what they want me to do. I didn't order the victim to appear. They should move the Nolly process. I have no issue. It says the complaining witness failed to appear despite being informed by BA over phone, victim's advocate. So he's going to either have to move to dismiss this, and that's fine if that's what he wants to do.
Your Honor, the prosecutor asked me to make the motion. So based on that, I moved to dismiss.
I didn't order anybody to do anything. If I ordered somebody to appear and they didn't show up, look, this is all nonsense anyways. They should just be moving to dismiss these.
I'm with you, Your Honor.
That's what I'm telling him to do. If he doesn't want to do it, I'm setting it for a try. I'm completely good with what he's doing here, but I didn't order anybody to appear. If I did, I'd have made a note about it. And if he subpoenaed them on his own volition and the victim didn't show, he has every right to not move to Nolly process. I don't know why. I think somebody's keeping stats somewhere and they worry about that nonsensical garbage, but I'm not going to do that. Listen, your name?
Good morning, Your Honor. Mohammed.
If you subpoenaed the victim and the victim did not appear,
Yeah.
it's up to you to move to dismiss. I'm not entertaining his motion to dismiss. You guys want to put me in that position, and really the simple thing, I've been telling everybody this for years, and depends on the prosecutor. Prosecutor should be moving to dismiss, not the judge. I'm not
asking for the court to dismiss.
Well, what do you want me to do then?
Well, my understanding is defense would be motioning for a
Well, I'm not dismissing it. On what basis? On what basis?
that we have a stipulation that the complaining witness was supposed to be present today.
Where is that? Did I order that? I didn't make a note of it.
It was on the previous. It was on the form for this last hearing. There's a stipulation between both parties that indicated that complaining witness must appear and be present.
I didn't write it down.
And I have it in my notes, and because what I have in my notes is subpoenas being sent out, and it was based on that.
I get it. I just don't understand this. It's not the way I did business. The office should be dismissing these if they want to dismiss.
Okay, I'll no late process in the interest of justice.
Case dismissed. Motion to
Just so I can put it- just so- Okay, sir, I'm speaking, please.
I'm
And
sorry.
just for the record,
Sorry.
just for the record, the complaining witness was subpoenaed to be present. The victim, I want to put it on the record.
Go ahead. I read it. No problem.
And, did you read it onto the record?
I didn't read it. I just noticed that you have a stip form complaining witness failed to appear despite being subpoenaed. I did not remember or didn't make a note that I was ordering the victim to appear. And you said complaining witness failed to appear despite being informed by victim advocate over phone.
Yes, the victim advocate had contact with the complaining witness, informed him of today's hearing, and he still failed.
So I'm going to go ahead and dismiss the case and not your motion. Thank you. Thank you. Lisa, cancel all the bond conditions on that. Mr. Geftis, you are all set.
I promise this will never happen again.
Good luck. Don't say
thank you,
anything
sir.
don't say anything against your interest here. Zachary T.R. Bogas, 25W705-372. All right. Everybody's name on this. Mr. Winters, good morning. Your name?
Good morning, Your Honor. William Winters, P25975 on behalf of Mr. Bogas.
Mr. Bogas, your name?
Zachary Bogas.
Detective, your name?
Sir, no, what is Your Honor?
All right, so what are we doing on this one, Mr. Winters? Is this just proceeding to exam?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe we have a date already selected, if that's convenient with the court.
Yeah. For April the 1st we're doing, right?
Yeah.
Preliminary exam will go on November, I'm sorry, April the 1st. I think I have it at 11:30. Is that still good, Lisa?
Yes, it is.
Okay, 11:30 next week. Have a good day, Mr. Winters. Good luck, Mr. Bogas. We'll see you here then. Thanks, Detective.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Brent Keith Early, 25T708726.
Good morning, Your Honor. Paul Tefelsky, P52844 on behalf of Mr. Early. Your Honor, this was the date and time set for the exam. My client contacted me this morning about 8 a.m. and he was very ill. I told him to go to the hospital or go to the urgent care. He did reach back out to me about an hour ago and say he was in a bed at the hospital, had been taken by ambulance to Trenton, some kind of food poisoning or stomach.
Did you talk to the prosecutor about this?
I talked to the prosecutor.
What did he say?
And we discussed the possible resolution of the case, and I think there's a very good chance we'll resolve it. So he asked to adjourn it to a PCC and not to another exam that he thinks we will.
Call in the prosecutor, will you? 249, Will.
One-A-Day Women's Multis are made for your overall health.
I've had this adjourned a lot, though. I mean, I gotta move,
Today was the first day we were set for exam, Your Honor.
Well, I know, but he was arranged February 27th. We had it set for March 11th and March 18th, and then that was adjourned a week.
I
Each
think,
one of
Judge-
those, and now it's March 18th and March 25. Now you want me to adjourn to 4-1 and 4-8.
I think, Judge, I can tell you though that we're either gonna resolve it or we'll waive it. Having talked to the OIC and the prosecutor, I'm comfortable with telling.
Mr. Muhammad, your name?
Good morning, Your Honor. Mohammed on behalf of the people.
So you've extended an offer.
Correct. So currently the offer is as charged to count 2.
I don't need to know what the offer is. I really don't. And you're confident he's up?
I'm confident. I could tell talking to him that he was.
I'll adjourn the PCC to April 1, and we'll make this at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then the exam, April the 8th at 10:30. Now, if he's not gonna, pardon?
I was just gonna say, Judge, just for the record, the OIC approved the plea. Just for the record, I have to put it on the record.
Who told you to put that on the record?
It's just some advice I've gotten.
From who? I don't want you to tell me.
Lawyers.
Oh, boy.
Judge, April 1st.
What other lawyers are giving you advice to put on the record that the OIC approved the plea?
Some prosecutors.
Well, what?
Do you want me to name?
No, I don't want you to name them, but the OIC shouldn't have that much to do with
It's just
approving.
someone we consult with and make sure that they're on board.
Okay, all right. Well, that's up to you guys. You just go ahead. What do you want now? I'm sorry.
Did you say 9:30 on April 1st?
April 1st at 9.
9.
And April 8th at 10:30.
Oh, and Judge, for the PCC, can we appear by Zoom for that? On the 1st?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Arias Bryant. 2-4B-716-3361. Mr. Carmen, your appearance?
Michael A. Carmen, P73824 on behalf of the defendant.
Bryant, your name?
Arias Bryant.
All right, so he is going to do what? We have 2 counts. He's going to plead to count 2. B&E of vehicle to steal property less than 200, which is a 93-day misdemeanor. Oh, no, he's going to plead to count 1, which is a 1-year misdemeanor, and count 2 will be dismissed, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead to count 1, the possible penalties are up to 1 year in jail, 2,000 in fines, or 3 times the value of the property stolen, whichever is more. If you plead guilty, you're giving up your right to a trial by court or trial by jury. You're waiving the presumption of innocence. You're waiving the requirement that they prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Again, you're waiving your constitutional right to a jury trial. If you plead guilty, you're giving up all those rights. You're waiving the presumption of innocence, as I said, and you're waiving your right to remain silent. We will not have a trial of any kind. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. To the charge of B&E of vehicles to steal property, 200 or more, but less than 1,000, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Were you at 18110 Pine East in Brownstown, June 19 of 23?
Yes.
And what did you do? Did you go into a car?
I went into a car and I took a pair of gym shoes, Your Honor.
And you stipulate that the value of those exceeded $200, Mr. Carmen?
Yes.
Stipulated.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
And you didn't have permission to enter that vehicle or take those shoes, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Did you know the person who owned that car?
No, Your Honor.
All right, it was a Chevy Traverse. Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole right now?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm gonna accept your guilty plea to count 1. It's a 1-year misdemeanor, B&E to steal property 200 or more, but less than 1,000, breaking and entering a vehicle, 200 or more, but less than 1,000. Count 2, less than $200, the 93-day misdemeanor is dismissed. You're gonna have to come over here I'm gonna let you call probation and figure out when they're gonna have you come in and do a pre-sentence report. So I'm gonna order a pre-sentence report. So you can call this number if you have a pen there, 734.
Hold on, Your Honor, I'm getting it up right now.
671-0201, extension 245. You can tell him Judge McNally wanted me to call and see when I can come in and do my PSI. Same bond conditions, no contact with Timberly Dennis, Pearl Lee, Joseph Matthews, no contact with prosecution witnesses. You're not to enter 18110 Pine East in Brownstown. You cannot leave the state without consent or violate a law, and you must appear in court as directed.
Okay.
Lisa, what date are we going to do this on?
April 8th at 9.
April the 8th at 9 will be your court date. Okay, sir?
Okay, and that is for what, Your Honor?
What's that? You weren't just vaping or something, were you?
No. This is a straw.
All right. Okay.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I didn't mean
That's
to
all
have
right.
it
That's
like
all
that.
right. That's all right. That's
I
all
don't
right.
vape though.
Fine. I want to know what your question was. You asked me a question and I didn't quite hear you.
My question was, what is the court date on the 8th?
April 8th at 9 o'clock in the morning. You have to appear in person, okay?
Okay, and that is where at?
33rd District Court in Woodhaven on Van Horn and Allen. We're on Van Horn. And you need to call over here to probation as soon as you hang up to make sure that you figure out what day they want you to come in to do the pre-sentence report, okay?
Okay, but my other lawyer, I was told that I have probation with felony court downtown on the 8th.
Oh, yes. Wait a minute, I didn't order that on the 8th, did I? Didn't I order you to go? You're out of custody, so I ordered you to go to, I'm gonna need that file, to arraignment on the information on the 1st, didn't I?
Yes.
Well, you got another case going on too downtown?
No, this is for because you know I had 3 charges, the 2 B&Es and the felony charge.
But she had a felony this morning. Oh, the
Yeah, I know, I thought-
bind over date was the 8th.
Oh, that's right, because he's
can
out
go-
of custody.
Yeah,
Well, we'll
go
make
the
it another, we'll go the 15th, right?
8:30, 15th at 8:30.
The 15th at 8:30?
Yes, but you have to get a hold of probation and make sure that you get over here and get your pre-sentence report in the next couple days. That's why you're gonna call that number, okay?
Okay, Your Honor.
Best of luck to you. I wish you well. Thank you.
Hold on, wait, one more thing, Your Honor. I don't want to be confused. So do I have court on the 1st or the 8th or the 15th? I really don't know.
On this case, the one I just called, you're coming back here on the 15th we gave him, right, Lisa?
That's correct. The 15th at 8:30 on this case.
On this case, you're going over to Detroit on April the 8th and you're calling the court here and making sure you get over and get your pre-sentence report in the next couple days, okay?
Okay.
All right. Do we understand all that?
Yes, Your Honor. You all have a nice day.
You too. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
People against John Grant Dutton Jr., 25T703059. Mr. Dutton, your name?
John Grant Dutton Jr.
Ms. Carmen?
Michael A. Carmen. P 73824 on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor.
Who wrote this up?
So Judge,
your name?
Good morning, Your Honor. Mohammed on behalf of the people.
So when you write minimum 18 months probation, it makes it sound like it's a sentence agreement.
So Judge, in this case, I understand the court isn't normally inclined to accept sentence agreements, but in this specific case, it did go through the chain of command at my office, and that plea form was written up by a supervisor. And it was based off of the understanding that it would be a sentence agreement. And so I would respectfully request the
They
court.
want us to take them in our sobriety court. They're putting that in, and I
Yeah,
don't even know
so-
anything about this. I mean, what?
So my understanding based off of.
I'm not doing a sentence agreement on a sobriety court case for this reason. If he goes through the bond phase and he doesn't make it, if it's a sentence agreement, I have to let him withdraw his plea. If we don't take him in. So I don't know why they feel like they have to do that on misdemeanors. If they don't think we're hard enough, or we're too hard, or not hard enough.
No, it's not that, Judge.
Well, what is it? I mean,
So my understanding is because the defendant is a habitual offender, there is just a chain of command from our office, and there's special guidelines that.
Was the officer hurt in this case?
I don't believe so.
Your Honor. Next, Sergeant Marcus.
Come on up here.
Sorry, Your Honor.
You're fine.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Sergeant Mark Driscoll, Trent Police. No, the officer was not injured in this.
What happened?
So they responded to Mr. Dutton. The allegations are Mr. Dutton called 911, requested to go to jail that evening. Another phone call followed that when the officers responded to kind of take care of him. He was highly intoxicated. At that point, he made a conversation that he wanted to go to jail. They told him he committed a crime. He subsequently steps off the porch and swings at one of our road sergeants.
He's got armed robbery convictions and everything. I don't.
Again, Judge, the defense made a request. It went to my supervisor. The supervisor responded with the plea that you have in front of you.
Would you call Beth in? Violation of terms resulting in jail. I hate when they do that. They're not going to tell me what to do on a probation violation. If they want to determine what happens to defendants when they violate probation, they're in the wrong profession. They need to be a judge. I'm not doing that. And then they include these other terms here that say if there's police contact. What if he pulls them over for expired license? And the guy comes in and pleads guilty to expired license. I've tried to tell people this for decades. I'm not going to be a party to having some prosecutor here, there, or anywhere else tell me what I'm going to do. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do. I don't know how many times I have to say it.
I understand.
Well, you don't understand because they keep doing it. Apparently, they don't understand. I've had conversations with them. I am not about to box myself into a corner where somebody's stipulated agreement written in small print is going to put me in a position where I have to send somebody to jail that I don't think deserves jail. Now, maybe he does outright. I don't know. I don't know enough about the case. But not this no police contact. So he has an improper plate. That's a misdemeanor. He doesn't have his license on his person. That's a misdemeanor. And they want to tell me I got to send the guy to jail. Your name, please.
Elizabeth Oscration.
I want to ask a question because I remember we couldn't even take a domestic violence defendant into sobriety court. And they've relaxed that rule. But violent felonies, correct? We cannot put them in sobriety court. Am I right or wrong about that?
You are correct, Your Honor. They are actually leaving it up to the discretion of the judge.
I'm not taking in, so somebody should have known, I'm not taking armed robbery defendants into sobriety court. I'm not doing it.
There's no charge of armed robbery here, Your Honor.
He had an armed robbery conviction. Listen to me.
15 years
I know
ago.
it was a long time. I don't care. He's got an assault with intent to rob while armed in 09. He's got a.
Yeah, I should mention.
You don't interrupt me. In 09, he's got an armed robbery conviction and felony firearm in 09. He's got a retail fraud in 24. He's got a 25 impaired. Now look, Violation of items, terms resulting in jail. No, I'm not taking it.
So
You
Judge,
can go back and tell them again. They're not going to tell me what to do on a probation violation. I don't know what the probation violation is. If he beats up his mother, he's probably going to jail. If he's driving around without a valid license or doesn't have a license on his person or has an expired license, I'm not sending him to jail.
I
And no
understand.
amount of print that they're going to put in here is going to tell me to do it.
I understand.
Yeah, I know,
We
but
can,
it's frustrating when I tell people this 100 times. And I still keep getting them. They change prosecutors and I get the same plea agreements. You're all set. I don't know that I won't, but they're going to have to work on their terms.
can we amend it and to committing no crimes?
I'm
instead?
not going to, I have told your office multiple times how I feel about this. I'm not getting into doing that now. You could take it back to them and tell them what I said. They're not going to tell me what to do in a probation violation. Ever.
I understand.
They're not. I mean, I've said to Mr. Bresnahan and others, do you tell circuit judges what they're going to do when there's a probation? I mean, does your plea agreement set forth what's going to happen in the event of a probation violation? I don't think so. And they're not going to hamstring me by saying sobriety court, but if he commits a crime, which can include, like I said, no ops, you have to send him to jail for the balance. That's what I was getting. This one doesn't specify how long. Look, I take this seriously. And when I get a stipulated plea agreement, I'm not going to say yes and then do something different. I'm not. So you guys can go back to the drawing table. If they feel that uncomfortable about this, then send him to circuit court. He can go, he can, hang on. Don't interrupt me, Mr. Carmen. He can go up to circuit court. They can plead him to a 1-year misdemeanor there. And he can do all those things. They can put him on there. And if there's a circuit court judge that has no problem with it, God bless him. I got to go home and sleep. I'm not going to let people tell me what to do, period. And I've had this the last discussion I'm going to have with your office. Last one. Don't send me garbage telling me what I'm going to do on a probation violation again. I'm telling you. Go ahead and smile. It would be funny if I hadn't had to have this conversation at least 48 times.
No, I understand.
Okay, well, I know. I've had it with every prosecutor that's been in here since, in the last 15 years, it seems like, and they keep sending it back to me. So I'm adjourning this 1 week, and you guys are going to figure it out. And if it
Your Honor, can I
isn't
please
resolved,
speak?
I'm not taking it,
Can I
Mr.
please speak?
Carmen. No, I'm not taking it. I'm not having people tell me what to do. That's not their function.
I was gonna ask if we could just waive him and bind him over now in the case, and we'll.
Whatever you guys want to do. You want to do it, do it. I could care less. I could care less. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, please.
Where's that file? All right. Mr. Dutton, your lawyer tells me you wish to waive your right to a preliminary examination on this charge. Is that true?
That's correct, Your Honor.
If you waive your right to an exam, you'll automatically be bound over for further proceedings to the Wayne County Circuit Court. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that how you wish to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So you understand by waiving your right to an exam, you're waiving the requirement that the people show that the crime was committed and that you were the one who automatically committed, you were the one who committed the crime, and you'll then be sent to Detroit, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, waivers accepted. You're bound over for further proceedings. You're out of custody. It was a $10,000 personal bond. April the 8th. April the 8th. I'm sorry, April the 8th. Where's the bind over certificate? You see it? Mr.
Your Your Honor, what that be for
AOI date
April
will be
1st? A week from
April
today?
the 8th. No. Angela Marie Rellinger, 24T-725-324.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Mohammed on behalf of the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Michael A. Carmen, P7384 on behalf of the defendant.
Your name, ma'am?
Angela Marie Rollinger.
All right, so what are we doing here, gentlemen?
Judge, I had an opportunity to speak with the complaining witness in this case, the defendant's mother, and she indicated to me that the heart of what she wants to accomplish here is to ensure that, you know, the defendant's in the drug program and we make sure that she's on a probation. And so I
Drug program.
A drug program. So this stemmed out of a domestic. The victim's position is that this stemmed out of the drug use associated with the defendant, and that's what the drugs. It basically had her behavior act this way in this manner. So. Treat the root of the issue, which I think is drugs.
Well, Your Honor, you know, we have agreed to a plea where Ms. Rellinger is going to plead guilty to a disorderly conduct under 771. As far as the, you know, there's no sentencing agreement, of course, these are recommendations. So I would leave any of that up to probation. Do not believe, and this happened in November of 2023, Your Honor. So I think that should be determined when she goes for her screening in front of probation, like it's with any other defendant.
And Judge, just to make sure it's clear for the record, the plea that was extended in this case was based off of an agreement with, I understand the court doesn't take sentence agreements, but I would, in this special situation, strongly request that the court adopt the sentence agreement. And that is based on my discussion with the victim. Had I not had my discussion with the victim and she told me those terms, I would have never done this plea. But she's getting a very, very good plea, which is it's under 771, so the case gets dismissed. We just want to treat the heart of the issue, which we think is drugs. At least I believe that based off of what the mother's representing to me.
And Your Honor, I just made a point of clarification about that with my client. She's fine with that. She'll take a drug test today.
Pardon?
She'll take a drug test today.
I don't know what you guys mean. Are you saying that this is a sentence agreement or just a recommendation?
I believe it's a sentence agreement. That's my position on it.
Yeah, and Your Honor, I know the court doesn't take sentencing agreements.
Well, it's just that I discourage him because I don't know anything about this young lady. I don't know.
But Your Honor, if it's a recommendation, the defense does not oppose it.
All right, look, I'll take the plea. I'll order a screening and assessment. If it shows me there's a drug issue, I'm going to go ahead and order treatment. That's probably what I'm likely to do. If you plead guilty here, ma'am, the possible penalties are up to $500 in fines, 90 days jail, costs or all of those. I'll take this under section 771.1. If you're compliant at the end of a specified term, the case will be dismissed on motion of the prosecutor. That's after I set my conditions. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And the advice of rights.
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will be no hearing or trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, to the charge of disorderly person. How do you plead?
Guilty.
You understand all your rights, correct?
Yes.
All right, give me 1 second here. Were you in the city of Trenton, County of Wayne at 3350 Edison in Trenton, November 12 of 23?
Yes.
And who was Angela Contrastato?
My mother.
Okay, what happened?
There was a family dispute manner that was loud enough for the neighbors to hear.
Did you strike her?
It's self-defense, Your Honor.
Did you push her?
Yes.
Where is she? We meant self-defense. Did she struck you?
Yes.
So this is just a plea straight up to disorderly. I mean, this is the thing, when they come in here with a factual basis that's purely on the disorderly, not on the assault and battery, it's kind of hard for me to order anger management programs, right?
I understand, Judge. Maybe we should just do the trial then. I
I'm
have 3 eyewitnesses.
just telling you, whatever you guys want to do is up to you. I mean, what's that?
We're okay with the sentencing agreement if the court is. My client's fine with that. We went over that. Anger management, no problem.
And we can stick to the IR's effective basis.
She just got done telling me that she was loud, that she was acting in self-defense. I don't have a problem, but let's not, you guys want to torture these and go to disorderlies, and that's your business. I try to not get involved in that, but then I got people denying anything happened, and except we got loud. It's like on the larceny cases, the retail fraud, and all of a sudden this new thing is disorderly person. Everybody's disorderly. Well, I either got to take a plea based on a factual basis based on the original charge or on the added count. And she's just denied any kind of an assault. So I'm just telling you.
Judge, it might just be best that we.
I mean, I got loud. We were loud enough where the neighbors could hear it. That's just such nonsensical gibberish.
Your Honor, do you need a plea on disorderly or on domestic violence?
I know, but hang on a second. I'm just telling you, you send me this anger management.
I think this is just a family dispute that got a little.
Listen,
out of hand.
that might be. Everything's disorderly. That's all I'm saying. Everything's disorderly. I beat up my wife, it's disorderly. I hit the guy in the head with something, it's disorderly. I steal something, it's disorderly.
Wait, what's this box?
Remember that survey I filled out? They actually sent something. They really sent it. I can't believe it.
All that from a survey? No way. Now we don't have to buy it.
I know, right?
I mean, when I hear only that people got loud, I'm not going to do much. People have arguments all the time. All the time. I don't know any spouses that I know of that I've ever been friends with that didn't argue with their spouse at some time or another. I mean, that's just the way it is. So you guys, I'll talk to you guys in chambers on this, okay? Let's do that. And give me the other one. We're going to talk about the other one too. Everybody stay seated. Rellinger. Angela Marie Rellinger, 24T725-324. Okay, everybody's name again.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Mohammed on behalf of the people.
Ma'am, your name again.
Angela Marie Rollinger.
Michael A. Carmen, P73824, on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor.
Ma'am, if you plead to disorderly, I'm going to start over. Okay?
Okay.
I just want you to tell me the truth. I don't want you to lie to me, and I don't want to just hear I got a little loud.
Okay.
You're charged with an assault charge, domestic violence. Your lawyer has worked this out where it's going to say that you're going to plead to disorderly. It's going to be under section 771.1 with a recommended terms, and I've explained to them, and they understand. I don't have to go along with these. These are not a sentence agreement. It's just anger management, drug program, 12 months probation, additional terms. I'll decide what you're going to do, not the prosecutor. Do you understand that?
Yes.
That's if I take your plea. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You understand the possible penalties are up to 500 in fines, 90 days jail, costs are all of those?
Yes.
And if you plead guilty, I'll set terms and conditions, and if you're compliant at the end of that specified period, the case will be dismissed on motion of the prosecutor. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you just sign, read, and understand the advice of rights.
Yes, Your Honor.
You plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and there will be no hearing or trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, you fully understand everything.
Fully understand.
To the charged disorderly person, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Were you in the city of Trenton, county of Wayne on November 12 of 23?
Yes.
And where were you?
My mother's house.
And that was at 3350 Edison?
Yes.
What happened?
there was a disagreement, an argument that became physical. I came in contact with my mother
What do you mean by that?
physically during an argument.
Did you strike her?
Yes.
How? Push, punch, slap?
Push and slap.
Were you acting in defense of yourself at the time you did that?
No, Your Honor.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You're not telling me something you think I want to hear, I hope, because all I want to hear is the truth.
No, it's the truth.
So you were the aggressor.
Yes.
She had not struck you or threatened you prior to that. Is that true or false?
True.
Are you on probation?
No.
Parole?
No.
Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
No.
Come on up here, Ms. Constrato. It is accepted. I'll take it under 771.1. How much alcohol did you have that day or drugs, ma'am?
None.
Okay. What is your name?
Angie Marie Varnana.
Come on back up here, Ms. Rellinger.
What was that?
Wait a minute. Just stay right there, both of you. Why are you guys suggesting a drug program? Mr. Muhammad, your name?
Mohammed. Judge, I had an opportunity to speak with the victim, and she believes that the source of the reason that the defendant acted this way in this incident is because she was on drugs. And I think drugs may be an issue for the defendant.
What kind of drugs?
I don't know. I was just told drugs.
What kind of drugs?
I'm assuming pills of some sort. I believe I would have never got struck by my daughter if she was sober or she could have been coming off where she needed them. She's never hit me before.
Well, there's no reason or justification for that. You don't hit your mother.
Child.
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry.
I didn't hear you.
I just said a mother shouldn't hit their child or start arguments with their child.
Okay. Do I have the police report? Somebody have the police report? Excuse me.
I have it, Your Honor.
I do as well.
All right. I was just had a note passed to me. You're a little hard of hearing?
Yes, I'm hearing impaired.
Okay, fine. I'm going to keep my voice up. If you can't hear me at any point, just tell me, okay?
Okay.
Who's Masuch? Is he here?
No.
He didn't help the situation, huh? You still going out with him?
Yes.
He's a wise guy too, huh?
No.
I can't imagine saying to anybody, I'll let the dog out of the crate as much as I want, really? Does he own the place? Does he own the dog? Does he own the crate? I'm just telling you, listen to me. Graduate? Your client graduate?
Yes.
I'll take a plea. I'll take the plea. You're not on probation or parole.
No.
I'm prepared to sentence now, but I'm not going to sentence unless, if you guys think there was drugs, I'm not going to go for the speculation that she was under the influence of drugs here. There's no indication in the police report. She's denied it. right? Or were you under the influence of something?
No.
And she has told me that steadfast, time and again.
Why are we, this is what I'm talking about. Why are you interjecting things, Mr. Mohammed? You gotta have more proof than this.
Well, Judge.
Listen, you gotta have more proof than this. You can't just say the mother thinks that. Now, listen, I'm gonna sentence her. And I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do here. And I'm gonna listen to what everybody has to say, and we're gonna go from there. And you, young lady, need to be more respectful.
Yes, sir, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm not talking about to me. I don't know if it's about you, but I only have one mother. You hit your own mother, there's something sad about that. Listen, don't look at your lawyer. What do you want to say?
Your Honor, this is my client's only run in the criminal justice system at all. She's been arrested before, denied using any substance that day. She's steadfast in her denial of that to me since, we've met. I think this is our fourth time now. Gave me just her version of the events that were typed out in detail to that day. None of them include any type of substance use. Would ask that the court order anger management and some community service and find some cause.
Where do you work at?
I was working at a dialysis center in Southgate.
What do you mean were?
I lost it.
When?
When they found out about this event.
When did they find out about this?
December of 2024.
So just a month and a half ago?
Yeah.
2 months ago?
They did a background check and found it.
How long did you work there?
8 months.
Where did you work before that?
I waitress
Where?
at 6 Star, Leo's, Coney Island, in Taylor, and then also Mally's in Southgate. And now I also waitress at Big Boys in Wyandotte, Michigan.
What else?
It's all from the defense, Your Honor.
What else?
What else?
I'm sorry?
And I'm sorry, she has 3 children. That's also
You have 3 children?
very noteworthy. Sorry.
I can't tell the date of birth. Are you 23 or 4?
24.
It's a lot of kids. And who's the father? Is it the same father?
Yes.
Is it this gentleman?
Yes.
Do you two want to have contact with one another?
Yes.
Do you want to have contact with your mother?
No.
That's sad.
If you knew the history, Your Honor, it's a bad history.
I can't even tell you how sad I think that is.
Judge, is there some kind of counseling we can do or something? Because I agree, it's extremely sad. I think in the best interest of justice, we should try and address that as well.
I got it. Well, you want to say anything?
No, Your Honor.
Is your mattress giving you aches and pains? At Mattress Firm, our sleep experts.
Are you still married, ma'am? Yeah, I know. I can understand. That would break your heart as a parent to have your daughter or son say that when they're standing 2 feet from you. It would break your heart, huh? I hope you understand what you're doing. Maybe she hasn't always been the best mother. Maybe we haven't always been the best fathers or mothers in our own right, but you're only going to have one of them. And nobody's going to stand by you more than your parents. Nobody. Nobody. Do you ever tell this guy, or you don't want to get married? Yeah, you can talk. You can talk. Did you ever talk to him about marrying you or not? Or you don't want to get married?
I haven't. I'm not sure.
Well, you got 3 kids with him.
Yes.
You must like him.
We've been together 8 years.
8 years. How old's he?
25.
You guys been together since you were,
16.
and he was 17.
Yes.
I can't solve all these problems. I really can't. I wish I could. Because I just think it's sad. I really do. I think it's horrible. I mean, this report certainly doesn't indicate your mother was hitting you that day. Doesn't say that. The fact that you think you can hit your mom, I don't care. That's just plain out. Yep, tell her not to say nothing. I would too. That's just plain out, flat out wrong. The fact that you think you can hit your mom.
And Judge, just for the record, like her mother came to me and asked me to make sure nothing happens to her in this case.
Yeah, I know.
It's really hard.
Well, that is, I don't even know how to word it as a judge. I know what I would say if I wasn't in a courtroom. Someday you're not going to have your mom. And your father of your children there, he's no all-star hero either. He starts lipping off to your mom. See, it just goes down. I know I'm old-fashioned, but it just comes down to some respect here. That's all it comes down to. Maybe they didn't do a very good job of teaching you respect. I don't know if they did or didn't. But clearly you don't have any. My dad upset me multiple times in my life. I'd have jumped off the Empire State Building before I'd have thought about punching him. Or slapping him. Or pushing him. Or frankly, but he was a Marine Corps major, even thinking about talking back to him. You ought not be so quick to point fingers at everybody else. There's still this little hierarchy, right? Parents, we need to show our parents respect. She changed your diaper, they fed you, they cleaned you, they clothed you, they put a roof over your head. Don't forget all that. I'm not going to order this drug. There's no evidence.
Thank you.
Do you have anything else that you want to say, young lady?
Oh.
I know you're going to walk out of here and think that the judge doesn't know what he's talking about. You won't be the first leaving this room to say that. Trust me, I know a lot more than you think. 10 months probation, I'll take it under section 771.1. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. If you change your address, your place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. You're not to possess firearms. You're not to possess dangerous weapons. You're not to have any assaultive, abusive, or intimidating behavior toward your mother, which I shouldn't even have to say that. That's just like, you shouldn't have to say that. You attend the domestic violence program, listen, with 8-week follow-up. Attend that. I want you to serve 2 days on the court work program and 1 day of community service, and there's a $35 a day charge for that on the court work for $70. 1 day community service, I want you to complete your community service 8 hours by April the 10th. I'm not going to do a lot more than that. I'm going to give you a review hearing date. I'm telling you, you just seem a little, and I could be wrong, I'm just telling you how I feel. I've been doing this for a few weeks, and I'm telling you, you seem angry, and I'm gonna encourage you to let that go. And I would encourage you to never talk to your mother like that again. And then you don't have much respect for the system when you come in here and tell me that you didn't hit her except in self-defense. If that report is anything truthful. So just one observation. Maybe you can find 80,000, maybe all these people in here think you're right. Go talk to them and they can all go out and say the judge is full of himself, doesn't know what he's doing, should have become a salt fryer at McDonald's, and you're the right one. And I don't know, that's what happens. We get around people, right? And everybody wants to tell us what we want to hear. Give me a review hearing date, Lisa. Fines 100, costs 100, 75 victim choice, $50 justice assessment, 200 in probation fees. So your total's 5 1/4 plus the court work program fees of 70 for 595. And I'm also going to order attorney fees in the amount of 660. Your total 655. You pay that, you stay out of trouble. I'll give you a review hearing date, and that will be on
December 23rd at 9 o'clock.
December the 23rd. I really hope you two can work this out. You have 21 days to appeal, 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
Your Honor, she will go to probation.
She have money to pay? She has this $500 cash bond. Who's Byron Wolf?
My grandfather, or
She gonna let you apply the bond? You gonna let her apply the bond? Are you going to let her apply the bond? What do you say?
yes,
Okay, so you got $500 to apply. Is that her father?
yes.
Are you still talking to him?
I take care of him, Your Honor. I'm his caretaker in my home.
$500 now, and I'm gonna let you pay the rest in this case by, I'll just give you until April the 30th, okay? Can you pay by then? That'll be another 155. So you'll have to go down the hall and tell them you're willing to have her let the bond apply. I wish you well, young lady. I don't want to be mean, but you're kind of a mess, you know that? You showed up drunk in court back in May. People against Derek Allen Makunovich, and I'm going to need the victim in here on this one, 242-642-916. And I'm going to need Jessica in here on this one. Okay, your appearance?
Michael Crawford.
Your name?
Derek.
Failure to pay fines and costs is ordered 631. Failure to refrain from having contact, direct or indirect, with Danielle Lawler. And failure to register for, attend, and complete the anger management class with 8-week follow-up. He already has 7 prior technical violations. If he pleads guilty to any one of these, his probation could be revoked. He could be incarcerated for a period of 90 days. How is he going to proceed?
Your Honor, my fellow plead guilty to each of the allegations with explanation.
Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty again, you could get 93 days. There's 3 of them. You understand 90 days with credit for any time already served. You understand that?
Yep.
Did you sign the advice of rights?
Yes.
Did you read it and understand it?
Yes, sir.
You understand if you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing nor a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
As to the first count that you failed to pay your fines and costs as ordered, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Did you fail to pay your fines and costs as ordered?
Guilty.
Did you fail to pay them
Yes.
as ordered? Yes?
Yes.
As to count 2, that you failed to refrain from having contact, direct or indirect, with Danielle Lawler, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Did you have? Sir, did you have contact with Danielle Lawler?
Yes. Over through good night call. Yes.
Did it have anything to do with the children?
Yes, it did.
All of the contacts had something to do with the children?
Yes.
They did?
Yes.
Well, then why are you pleading guilty? Didn't I say you could have contact with, to effectuate visitation?
It wasn't over the at close.
Hang on. Yeah, your name. I don't want to hear from you yet, though. I just want to know, when you had contact, was it strictly about the children? Yes or no?
Yes.
It was? Is that right? It was? Any contact that you had was a text about the children? Because I think that I said, let me double check. Hang on a second.
There may have been one that I should have. I can't remember exactly which one.
Okay, so
Short and sweet.
I said, no contact with Lawler except in conjunction with circuit court proceedings. Not to be within 2 miles of a residence or place of employment except when picking up or dropping off the children. So I guess I did not, unless it had something to do with the circuit court proceedings, allow you to have contact. What kind of contact did you have with her, sir? What did you, I don't want you to be generic about it. I want to know, what, if any, violation occurred when you weren't talking to her, just to give you the benefit of the doubt about the children, or visitation, pickups, or drop-offs?
Mainly what I do over the app close. When she fails to respond over the app close, screenshot it and then send it over Facebook Messenger.
Okay, good. But what was the dynamics of the conversation?
It's been years over like Ellie's gymnastics schedule, dance schedule, things going on for pictures.
That's it? Nothing else?
There was one where I said, like, please stop being spiteful.
Okay.
There was that one that I should not seen.
This is the latest razor.
Is the count three that you violated probation in the sense, register for, attend, and complete the anger management program? How do you plead to that?
Guilty.
Slow down.
I was working with.
Slow down. Slow down. Did you register for or attend the anger management program with 8-week follow-up?
No.
And I ordered you to do that August 1 of 24, right?
Yes.
Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
No.
You still wish to plead guilty to all 3 counts?
Yes.
Pleas are accepted to all 3 counts. I'd like Ms. Lawler up here. I don't know, you got your work cut out for you on this one, Mr. Crawford.
Indeed.
Your name, ma'am?
Danielle Rutler.
What is it? Tell me. Let's talk about the easy one, the fines and costs. Why isn't he paying them? Why didn't he come and talk to me?
Well, the reason he's not paying, hasn't paid, Your Honor, the financial reason for the whole household. Like, it was out of work. She was the primary breadwinner for several months. She didn't have the money. And then the nature of his work had stopped because it became the off season. She just got back to work the past couple of weeks. The wife just started working at the end of September, Your Honor. They're now in position to start paying these things and moving forward, but that's been the holdup for 1 period.
I don't want to be mean, but you're kind of a mess. You know that? You showed up drunk in court back in May. I told you multiple times, like I tell everybody, that you have the right to come and talk to me. I'll be glad to give you an extension. I don't know how many times I've said that to people and how many times that they haven't taken me up on it, which I don't get. But you were supposed to pay $75 bi-weekly, starting back in August of 24. That's $150 a month. That's $1,800 over 12 months. I only fined you $921.44. And unless you've made a payment since the show cause was issued, you still owe us $631.45. And that means, in my view, unless I assess costs, and I probably did in conjunction with some of the other violations, that you're only, let's see, 631 from 921, you're only $290 less than what I had originally fined, and we're 14 months into a case. Let's talk about count 2. Why didn't he comply with what? Let's let you tell me what he did or didn't do. Ms. Lawler, would you like to tell me something?
So there are, what's in place with the custody order in which you allowed to remain in place is that
One custody order states that our nightly video calls to say goodnight to our child happens over the Facebook Messenger, FaceTime thing for approximately 10 minutes. So when I have Ellie, he gets the call. When he has Ellie, I get to call. We do the same thing. And it's only for the video calls. There's no communicating with each other during those calls. There's no talking to each other during those calls. It's only meant for child and parent.
And that's something the circuit court judge put in
Yes.
effect. Okay.
The other thing we have in place through Third Circuit Court is a referee recommendations by the judge as well that mandates all written communications be through gap books. So he still, now I do not respond to messages, even within the app, that are harassment, threats, name calling,
Do you have a copy of any of them? Can I see them?
not with me. I did.
You have them?
Let's do the app close because technically they're allowed to communicate through the app close. I have the ones he sent her via the Facebook Messenger, including the spiteful message that I have that one at the very top. If you'd like to take a look.
Let me see.
My client was stipulating and agreed that during these communications about the child, he did sometimes go outside the bounds a bit in terms of voicing his frustration about the non-responsiveness he felt that the mother was purposefully carrying out in these communications. I explained to him in this context, that's completely inappropriate. You have to keep your focus just on issues related directly to the child only, not your comments or editorial about how she is facilitating the communication. And that's, I think when the court takes a look, that's what you'll kind of see, a kind of a frustration around his attempts to communicate to his daughter. And him feeling that mom is either obstructing or not taking the necessary steps to make sure that's happening a bit more smoothly. Again, he better understands that although that's about his daughter, that's really about his opinion about how the mom was facilitating his communication. I talked with him extensively and his wife
Let me
extensively.
take a look at these first. I apologize, but what is the spiteful one again?
It's the one on the very first page at the bottom, that long message at the bottom there.
All right, I'm having a heck of a time.
Sorry.
I've seen worse, Mr. Bakunovich, but it doesn't mean you can fail to comply with orders.
Judge, I'd also like to add, there was the most recent message on Facebook Messenger, where the defendant sent to the victim regarding their daughter. Their daughter's name's Ellie. He said, please have Ellie call me from her phone, not the Facebook Messenger account, which is again, how we're supposed to do the video calls through the Facebook Messenger account. So again, I'm not sure what he's trying to get at going against that.
Well, again, Your Honor, this all has to do with trying to be able to communicate reliably with his daughter. Again, I explained to him, although they had the best of intentions, technically it's likely violative of the order. They got her an additional phone as a reward for getting some good grades, but it's a special child phone where it's monitored, she won't do certain things. And the hope was that they'd be able to do the Facebook Messenger directly through this phone and more reliably communicate with the daughter like the court order says. But again, I explained to him, the court order should be followed as read and interpreted quite narrowly, that you communicate through Facebook Messenger, that the mom initiates and involved in.
Jameson, a famously smooth whiskey from a famously big.
And or through the app. So again, he's got some frustration with how mom's either purposely or inadvertently frustrating this communication attempt. In his opinion, I explained to him the best place for him to get this cleared up is in family court. He's not helping himself here in this matter and trying to interpret these things on his own and in his household.
I have another set of messages as well, Your Honor, but most of these are just showing their back and forth video calls over Facebook Messenger and showing that the defendant will often then take screenshots of what it looks like the app closed and send her through Facebook Messenger.
He does that, Your Honor, again, because she's not responding to the app. So he's taking a picture that he's trying to communicate through the app, it's forwarded by the court, and he's sending it to Facebook Messenger, just trying to communicate. I explained to him again, by the letter of the order, probably not right either, but these are all attempts to communicate, whether about the child or with the child directly. We stipulated again in a couple of these communications, he did voice his frustration about this dynamic. And I told him that's inappropriate. He knows that now. I hope the court would not consider taking away his freedom since he's just getting back to work over this violation. He might be a bit hard-headed, a little stubborn in trying to interpret and follow the order. But he gets it now. We're taking great pains in trying to help him understand how to better comply with that order and thus not be bothered.
What date does his probation end?
First shot, the chair.
She's pretty darn close.
Do you realize now that you've had 10 violations? 10. I mean, I'll grant you that a couple of them were failure to report, different.
So I do everything I can to.
You're not doing enough.
There today, I can make sure that this won't happen again.
Judge, if I could regarding the violation regarding the ignorant misstatement class, he was told that he had to register for the one in August. That was gonna be his last opportunity to get registered, attend and completed in time. He failed to do so, did not register, did not attend. The next one available is not gonna be till at least December, and it's gonna take him at least 2 weeks to get, or to have 2 months, I'm sorry, to get completed within it too, so.
Your Honor, he simply couldn't pay for it. The wife was unemployed for 7 months. She was injured. Work wasn't available for him. They were just hanging on by tooth and nail. Couldn't pay for it. But now he can. If the court would be so kind, if it's possible to extend it, and he's going to get registered today. They've got the money.
Well, now all of a sudden he's got the money.
Well, it's not all of a sudden, Your Honor. It is the nature of the facts. The wife just got back to work at the end of September. He just started 2 weeks ago.
Well, she didn't get back to work since the end of September. She hasn't had a paycheck yet. Here's what I'm doing. Probation's extended for a period of 4 months until March 1 of 26. You're to pay additional probation fees of 80, additional costs 75. You're to attend the anger management program with 8-week follow-up. You are to serve 7 days jail forthwith. This is your last opportunity to play this game with me or nonsense again with her. You're going to get max time, sir. I wish you well. Good luck. Have a great day. Thank you very much. You're in custody. And I'm going to give you, Mr. Makunovich, you realize you're in custody for 7 days, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to give you time to pay on this. You can pay this by November 1. If you don't get into that class again, I'm telling you, you're gonna get max. I wish you well. Ms. O'Donnell, take these documents back. You have a seat in the jury box. So follow my court officer's direction.
Hey, thanks for watching. Please do.
What to eat if you can't hold your breath.
I don't want you to test today. I think you're on a bender is what I think. Is Denlar here? But I'm gonna go on to this real quick. This Wyatt check. Put those right there. Monica Leanne Wyatt check, 24G 305-990A. So your name, ma'am?
What's that? Just go down and have up the race.
Took her plea to being positive on a chemical test on September 16th. I ordered her to test that day on November 29th. So the court date was September 29th, rather. I took her plea, told her to test today, set it for sentencing. She didn't go test. Why didn't she test?
That wasn't my intention. I had every means to go test.
Why didn't she test?
Well, I only had one vehicle with my husband. He jumped off on me. He thought I had other people to call. I called everybody that I could.
What else happened? What else happened? Did she miss another test or?
I believe so. She just didn't appear for that day, Your Honor.
Are you sure?
I'll have to double check.
Please double check. I know. Please double check if you need to. I don't understand this, Ms. Wycheck. You live in Gibraltar, right? You tested DNA, right? You couldn't take an Uber, you couldn't get a cab, you couldn't get a Lyft, you couldn't get anybody to drive you, and you didn't have a bike to drive.
I didn't have any.
You are forcing me to send you to jail now. You can't do this.
Test today.
No, I don't want you to test today. I think you're on a bender is what I think. That's what I think. And Emily would tell us that if she was here. Ma'am, when I tell somebody to test, I didn't ask you to drive to Oklahoma. Don't come in here and come in with this. You know, I was feeling sorry for you. I thought, okay, she's almost to the end. And then I'm getting statements from the probation officer that did you send the probation officer a email?
Yes, I did.
Pam, I want to see if there's emails from Ms. Wyachek to Emily. Sometime, if you guys can get in her computer or emails after the 29th, up until say the 2nd or 3rd, if you can check, okay? Do you have any information on that?
Her caller hasn't been called since the 29th.
Yes. No. I'm talking, hang on. There was some email that was sent to Emily. I need somebody to find that email. It was either the 29th or the 30th, possibly the 1st, by Ms. Wyachek. Okay? Thanks.
Her caller was called this morning, but she technically still could test this evening for testing.
Judge.
I have that recorder's line, so.
This is not good.
My color was orange. And now.
Well, let's not worry about that. Because we can clarify whether your color is orange, lime, purple, pink. The point is that I told you to test. And you didn't go test. This is not some voluntary testing facility we have next door. It's not go if you feel like it. She's in trouble. I was worried about her in the very beginning. I mean, you drove into the back of a patrol car. You drove into the back of a patrol car.
Very seriously.
Well, you didn't take it seriously on the 29th when I told you to go test. I mean, I don't want to sit here and,
A lot of personal things. My husband has health issues. I'm on the verge of losing my home. I'm having a lot of things that happen all at once. I'm trying to get a job. He's waiting to go back to his job, so he's working. He's gonna be working by the end of this week. And we've been broke.
why'd you lose your job?
I was working 15 hours a day for the past 2 years. And I pointed out, when he pointed out at network, they have to let go.
You pointed out? Due to what?
Just being late or
Yeah.
throughout the amount of time.
I mean, I don't want to, you seem like a really nice lady. I thought that before, I think it now, but I'm not surprised.
Been trying to
I'm-
work this whole time.
Well, you got terminated from employment because you were irresponsible. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. You are,
Balancing all of this by myself.
well, you have a husband, right?
Doing good. He's got health issues. He's hasn't been around like that.
The world's first titanium nonstick pan. It's gonna blow your hair back. I'm Mike Pagale, 3 Michelin chef, and I've been cooking for 25 years. This is the coolest innovation of all.
She wasn't around during that time to come me up. My husband was going through mental breakdown. I have the text of him threatening me and wasn't able to cope. I wasn't able to get out of the house.
Where was he at? He left for where?
And he just took off. And he's been bipolar, going back and forth.
Jane stated that it'll take a few minutes for him to recover the email if it's there.
And just to clarify what to expect, I was aware that there was an email and it looks like it was sent, but it's just half of a sentence. Really no content.
Yeah. I just.
I'm gonna have them retrieve the.
If I could, we do have a letter from her therapist, and I will note in the therapy, but it does state that she's compliant with the current plan. Her prognosis is looking good on the treatment, but it does state here, the therapist stated that she reported to her that she quit her job, not that she was fired.
I don't care if you quit. I don't care if you were fired because you weren't showing up or showing up late or a combination thereof. You're 30, how old? You just can't ignore court orders. Do you have a valid license right now? Yes? Why didn't you drive to DNA?
Have vehicle.
How many vehicles do you and your husband own? Have a seat. I'll see what happens when he pulls the emails, okay? Be calling Monica Wyachek, 24G305 9908.
That's caught on recuperation.
Your one is not the last.
We were able to get into Emily's emails. The defendant did send an email on Monday, September 29th at 12:47 PM. Quote, please help me tell the judge, ... That was it.
Were you drunk?
No, that was actually my husband, and then he ended up calling her.
You got a drinking problem. I mean, I'm sorry. That's what I'm seeing out of this whole thing. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. You're making a lot of excuses. I think you're rationalizing. I don't know why your husband thinks he can send something to probation on under your name.
Why you should never cover your credit card with tin foil.
I know what's going on. I can tell. I'm serious. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm trying to figure out which direction I need to go. You didn't show up because, as far as I'm concerned, you were drinking within 3 days and you knew you'd be positive. You can give me all this about not showing up because your husband threatening you. Your husband, who was threatening you, I think you said earlier, is now sending emails. On what day was that?
September 29th, the last.
September 29th. And he's sending emails and you're telling me he's threatening you, and September 29th was the day that you were supposed to test. Young lady.
I was actually moving out and leaving in with my mom for a little bit with the kids. So it'd be easier for me if she's willing to help me with everything, now that she knows the gravity of my situation.
Anything else? I know it's a tough one because she's almost forcing my hand here. Anything you want to say?
I'm in jail over this, if the kids need you, I don't even fall apart in housing.
What are you thinking?
When I had a conversation with Emily, Emily's recommendations to jail.
I've been taking this seriously from day one. I've been doing everything. I've been working so hard from 3:30 till 3 in the morning every day just to try to maintain all of our bills. I got my kids,
When did you lose your job?
it was August 13th, but I wasn't late. It was for me leaving early because I kept getting out at 30 in the morning. I had to leave early a lot of times with kids. My boss, he didn't want to let me go. It's just how the point system works. I was always there. I was always a hard worker. They didn't want to let me go. He even told me if I put my 2 weeks in, he hired me right back. But I couldn't afford to stop working at the time. I had to keep going. My understanding was that my husband, talking his chairman and everything at work, that they were gonna have him start back work last month, but they're just dragging it on and they keep telling him just be ready to work and it's just creating, all this debts that we're getting and creating him to on this mental breakdown, I've been having to hold it all together on my own. I have a dream, that's why I lost the first time I had the why. I don't desire to forget all important, Your Honor. I, honest to God. I just have a really hard time balancing all this. I had no choice to ask my mom for help, and he had no choice to ask his peers that he doesn't even talk to for help. To pay our mortgage, so we don't lose our home. That's all that's been going on right now. I have 5 interviews this week, but I'm determined to get a job. And he's supposed to start work next week for his mom's husband's work. He's supposed to go out there and just work for him until he gets called back for GM. So that we have something to get us by until then. But I plan on going to work. I want to get a different job other than working from 3:30 to 3 in the morning so I can be there to take the kids to school because they go through all the different schools. And I wanted to work in the morning.
What time was that email?
12:47 PM.
In the afternoon.
Yes, the DNA would be open between 5 and 7 PM that night.
No, why didn't you go there? So you're saying your husband's sending something to probation, or at least this is,
And I wasn't able to go because it was only from 6 AM till 9. I could only go between 5 and 7.
September 29th
And I was Monday.
was a Monday.
They're always open morning and evening though.
Why didn't you go there then?
I couldn't go anymore and I was here. So I
At night. Why didn't you go at night?
can only go between 5 and 7.
At night.
Yeah, I couldn't get there. I didn't have any money. I didn't have any transportation. I tried calling everybody. I couldn't get there between 5 and 7. I had all the kids. I had no money. I had no transportation. Everybody was calling me the next morning. My mom was waiting. Usually she's there all the time. Like I could get a hold of her anything at any time, but I couldn't get a hold of anybody. I've been taking this seriously. I don't miss anything. Even with the sober league,
You missed it.
I've been careless. I did everything right.
Ma'am, stop.
I can't.
Stop. Stop. I don't know what's going on with you. If I order a sober link, you're gonna tell me you can't afford the sober link. If I order. Well, you needed to afford the.
Help me. I could have a job by the end of this week. I know I can.
Lisa? Can you hear me, Lisa?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Will Gibraltar send? I don't know where she's gonna go if I give her 3 days. Do you? Where Gibraltar will want to send her?
I'm not sure. I can call and check.
Please do. When is probation scheduled to expire? October 18th, right?
Yes.
Judge. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, they said they normally would go to Flat Rock, but Flat Rock does not accept females, so she'll go to or to downtown.
I thought you were gonna tell me that. That was not the answer I was looking for. I do not relish sending people to jail. I don't relish it. But you gotta wake up. No, you're gonna serve 3 days jail. We're gonna put right on the commitment until 5 PM on Wednesday. You're be on a SoberLink device for 75 days. To be on SoberLink by 10 AM. What time do they open? You know?
7 a.m.
By 10 AM on 10/9/25. You're to pay additional costs of 50, additional probation fees of 80 because I'm extending your probation until February 18 of 26. So you can be on probation until February 18, 26. You're to pay additional costs of 50, additional probation fees of 80. You're to serve 3 days jail from now until 5 PM on Wednesday. I just want you to think you're to be on a SoberLink device for 75 days until October 9th. Ms. Wyachek, you seem like a really nice person. I think you got to get your life in order. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't want to. That's the last thing I want. I'm sorry, ma'am. I really am sorry. I really am. Good luck. I'm sorry. And you have to be on that SoberLink by Friday morning at 10. So you're going to be back on a SoberLink by Friday morning at 10 AM. On Thursday morning, Roger.
So
You're getting out Wednesday at 5 o'clock. Yes, ma'am. Right now.
I have to have somebody take me to jail right now.
Yes. You're not going to have them. We're going to lock you up. I'm sorry. We'll let you make some calls. I promise you. Okay?
Hey, thanks for watching. Please do let us know in the comments.
Well, that's it for today, everybody. That was Judge McNally. I think tomorrow is Friday. That is Judge Lenice Bryant. And Saturday is Judge Buchanan, and then Sunday is Judge Wolf. Wait a minute, this schedules. McNally, Bryant, West, Wolf. Judge Shackelford on Monday. Tuesday is Judge Oakley. Wednesday of next week is Judge Jacobs. Thanksgiving Day, there's no stream. That's my day of rest. I'm not going to be doing a live stream on Thanksgiving Day. And then Judge Bailey and Judge Buchanan and Judge O'Donnell. Well, that's it for today, everybody. If you like this content and you're not a subscriber to this channel, please consider subscribing to this channel and helping this channel grow. I broadcast every day at 3 o'clock p.m. Central Time, 4 o'clock Eastern Time. And I'm here every day, mostly every day, except on holidays, I'm going to start taking holidays off. But that's it for today. You all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Ta-ta and ciao-ciao, and I will see you tomorrow.
Come down to it all with your tools in hand, making magic flow. Every broken part, you help me grow. You fix it all, fix it all. You fix it all. Daniel, you make it right. Daniel, everything's right when I'm falling apart. You put me back together. You make it better. From the wires tangled up to the broken dreams, you know how to mend all my scattered seams. With your steady hands, you refill my heart. Every piece that's lost gets a brand new start. You fix it all, fix it all. You fix it all. Daniel, you make it right. Daniel, everything's bright when I'm falling apart. You put me back together. Daniel, you make it better. Make it right when the world shuts down and I can't see clear. You're my solid ground, always drawing near. Never give up on this heart of mine. Put it back together every single time. Tall to all you do. From the highest peak, I can see it through. With your care and touch, everything's okay.